Thanks for watching After the Whistle. I'm Caressa Stinchcomb. It's pretty common for kids to be multi-sport athletes. What isn't so common is playing two sports during the same season. But a pair of sisters in Minot are defying the odds.
I don't know, I just wake up every day and say I can do it.
Freshman Macy Burke is navigating her first year as a multi-sport athlete in the same season. She plays soccer and runs track in the spring, runs cross country in the fall, and plays hockey in the winter.
Pretty incredible to be able to do two sports in one season, and she seems to be handling it well so far.
I kind of take my steps after her. Like everything she does, I kind of do.
Macy's talking about her older sister Malia, who's been doing this for a few years now.
I have a passion for both sports. I've always had a passion for both sports. So I just thought, let's try this out.
I was super excited because I had already seen her, and she was a very naturally fast girl. And my biggest concern was, how are we going to save her legs? I don't want this girl to be injured. She's super talented, and she's going to go a long way. So we had to make sure we were conservative a little bit, but still push her on some days and make sure she's ready for that soccer team as well.
This is the first year that Macy will join her sister on the varsity soccer team.
She had a great first year for us. She's only a 7th grader, and I think she scored like 22 goals in our JV. So she had an outstanding year. She actually came up and got some varsity minutes at the end of that year and scored a couple goals for us. So she's getting used to the routine a little bit. But I just see her being a player. I mean, it's the same thing. She's got a ton of speed, and she works like crazy.
One of the biggest challenges of playing two sports at once is having to split their time as evenly as possible.
I try to give 110% at every practice I am at, because I'm not at every practice, so I'll be at soccer some days, track the other days. So I just try to work my hardest to not let either team down.
It feels really good, like going to practice with her every day, and she pushes me a lot.
To have both of them together, they push each other and they take care of each other, and they know what they need to do at our practice so they can also make it happen on the soccer field.
On April 9th, the Burke Sisters showed that hard work pays off. They had a track meeting in the morning where they both qualified for state and beat their own personal records.
They got out great on their blocks, and Malia held steady, and Macy kept on coming. So to have her just a step ahead, they did a really great job.
But their day was far from over. They had a soccer game against Mandan that night, and Malia scored all 3 goals that ended up getting Minot High a big win.
Just an incredible work ethic to be able to do that, go around a couple events at a track meet, at a varsity meet. I think she won the 100 meters on Friday, and then turns around and scores 3 goals in the first half of our game, and never really said a word about being tired or anything like that.
The PR, it made me just feel good, and it was like not a little PR, it was a big PR, and it feels good, especially coming from not having a track meet or soccer game for 2 years, and then coming back, that also made me more motivated to just give it everything I got.
What's really crazy is that I get on Facebook to double check so I can see some Facebook Live of the game, because I know that those 2 girls are going 110% in that sport as well, and that team needs them just as much as we need them.
Now, the girls have their sights set on the state track meet, which is at the end of May. Then they'll aim to make it to the state soccer tournament just a few days later.